Hey everybody, wow, what a game. What an incredible game, what an incredible Thursday night. I feel more like I've watched and been a part of American history. A great American moment in, fix my collar here, in a great American moment in sports, right, as opposed to a great English moment, whatever. You get the idea. How about that? The Browns won. I have to start off by saying congratulations to my friend head coach Hugh Jackson, who Raider fans remember was a great first year coach and only year coach of the Raiders. Finished 8-8, had us as high as 7 wins and 2 losses. Then we had injury to Carson Palmer, went to Jason Campbell. Just wasn't the same. Just wasn't the same. But you know, that was then. This is now. Hey Rob Iman. Hey Melvin Lovejoy. And good game. Melvin said I called it. Hey, I thank you. I did. I did. You're right. I did call it. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I called it. Rob Iman says A's smashed the Angels today. Woo woo! Great day all around. As Rob Iman says, congrats to the Browns. Good for Hugh. And Money Flow says the Browns played awesome. Manny Flow, I'm sorry. Manny Flow, they certainly did. I gotta wonder, boy, Baker Mayfield. Gotta love the Deer Park water. Baker Mayfield was a great recipient of one heck of a second half game plan. The Browns just ripped off. They just did this. You know what? Todd Haley, the offensive coordinator for the Browns, just sucked the first half. So he went back halftime, took that game plan, went like that. It was a smart thing to do. And then, you know what? For good measure, he did this, which was an even smarter thing to do, you know? Because what he had drawn up not only wasn't working, I contend it got Tyrod Taylor injured. Wasn't the kind of thing you want to do to a quarterback, you know? Awful game plan. I mean, just having to call runs in the teeth of the defense without an audible, all that stuff. 2 points. Awful game plan. And hey, Sam Darnold, he actually looked normal. The trouble is that the Browns were so busy looking, well, brownish, that Sam Darnold was looking like a world beater, even though by the time they were up, 14-0, Darnold was 4-10 for passes. He'd only completed 40% of his passes. So you would say, what happened? Well, the Browns were quite literally, look, I'll give it to the Jets defense. The Jets played a whale of a game defensively. They still made it anyone's game to win. But the Jets offense, through the air, 4-10, for example, wasn't doing its part. It started to heat up later, but the ground game for the Jets was pretty good, I have to say. Between Mr. Use the football to wipe his you-know-what after scoring a touchdown, Isaiah Kroll, and Bilal Powell, the Jets piled up some yards on the ground. And they really did. But then the Browns, they just got a different energy with Baker. And even prior to Baker, when it became obvious that the Browns offense was just not doing anything, I mean, it was disgusting. My mom was losing it. My mom was just, I hate this. She wanted the Browns to win. My mom is my mom is a supporter of the underdog. Okay, and so she wanted the Browns to win like nobody's business. So she got her wish. But prior to that, she was saying, how come they can't give him defense? And I was saying, Mom, it's the offensive line. She's blockers, better blockers. And they did. They changed up. But you know, the one, aside from Baker Mayfield being, well, Baker and being rewarded for it, the biggest takeaway I will have from this contest is the fact that the Browns are already talking crap. They're saying, look, we're coming into Oakland, we're going to beat you. All right? They have laid down the gauntlet. You know what? I like that. I so like that. I love the fact that they are already talking smack. That's what sports is all about, man. It's like, you know what? I can beat you. All right? I can beat you. And you know what? I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to beat you in your house. I love that. Because now it's a great test of, okay, Raiders, how much do you love the Coliseum? Well, gee, I think we're kind of move to maybe San Jose. You know, maybe we'll try across to Levi. But, you know, maybe Las Vegas is going to be ready in, like, what, 2 years, you know? Meanwhile, the Browns are like, and it's beautiful. We're Cleveland. We don't care. We're coming to Oakland. We're going to beat you up. That's what they're saying. Hey, Haslam, the owner, is like, hey, look, this isn't the only one. We're going to get one in Oakland next week. Well, 10 days from now. I mean, he's just on it. Hey, you know what? Boom, we're going to get you. We're going to get you. That's what he's saying. Joseph Bensman says, third time is the charm for the Browns. I sense a long and tipsy weekend in Cleveland. Laugh out loud, well deserved. It is. But you know what, Joseph? I don't think these Browns are focused on getting tipsy. I think these Browns are focused on kicking the Raiders' butt. Okay? So the Raiders, if they don't win against the Dolphins, all right, they're going to have an even tougher foe with 10 days to prepare for them in Cleveland. You know, that is the worst situation. Think about that. You've got a, hey everybody, welcome to Zenny62. You've got, and too bad Barry Lee isn't here, but I was gonna say, if he is, tweet it out. If you're on this, tweet it out, you know, share it around. But my point is, you've got an organization in the form of the Browns that has an extra 3 days to prepare for you. Watch your game coming up this Sunday. This is just Thursday night, okay? And they got Thursday, they got Friday, they got Saturday, they got Sunday. To get ready for your ass. That's some tight shit, man. I mean, you hear what I'm saying? That is just rough. That, and they're feeling so good about themselves. They're like, oh man, they're just loaded for bear. They've got their savior at quarterback, and they're just pumped full of what is it called? Piss and vigor. Yeah, piss and vigor. And so they're ready to come into the Coliseum and piss and vigor all over the place. That's what it sounds like to me. On the Raiders. That's what it sounds like to me. Can the Raiders man up? And I said it just like that. I said, can the Raiders man up? Can they come in? Can they face the challenge of a foe? And I don't mean P-H-O. I mean foe. Enemy coming into their house, threatening them, saying, we want you, Oakland, we want you. Like the old days, you know? Like the Steelers, like, hey, Steelers saying to the old Raiders, we want you. Raiders saying to the Steelers, we want you, right? Right? Like the Chargers, we want you, you know? That's how it should be. That's what I'm talking about. Then it matters. They're coming in, they are loaded for bear. They are loaded for bear. And it's Oakland bear meat. It ain't just any other kind of meat. It's a special kind of meat. Oakland meat. They want Oakland meat. Wow. That is I can't say enough about how just off the chart, off the wall, off the everything exciting that is to play out. I mean, of course, you know, it reminds me of a saying from the old Looney Tunes cartoons that Bugs Bunny would utter, when he would say, of course you know this means war. If I were the Raiders, I would be saying that. I would say, of course you know this means war. All right, let me take your comments here. Joseph says the Browns' defense is definitely new and improved, and Garrett is fully healthy and going after quarterbacks. Raiders definitely better be ready. Hey, Ms. Zeitgeist, how are you? She writes, if the Jets won, Isaiah Crowell's touchdown celebration would be the highlight of the game. Sadly, you're correct. I'm so happy that wasn't the case. Ed says, Grats, Browns, hello, Zen. City Swing Railers news. Will Quinn ask for a temporary injunction to stop the move? Who the fuck cares? I want to talk about this Browns win right now. And I want to talk about, I'm serious, I want to talk about the Browns saying they're going to come in the Coliseum and kick our ass. Okay? That's what I want to talk about. Ed, who really isn't Ed, but somebody else. Oh, I think I actually know who you are. But my point is, that's what I want to talk about, man. I want to talk football right now. I want to talk football, okay? And Melvin Lovejoy says, yeah, that was a funny celebration. Did you see the game, Ed? What'd you think of it? Let me go back and get the comments here. I don't see John Marks yet. It's Thursday night. Let me see what other kind of... oh, by the way, I'll get to that later. I still want to focus on this Browns thing. NFL.com. And my condolences to the people who have suffered through Hurricane Florence. Look at this, folks. You got to see this. This is headlining NFL.com. John Davis is like, no way. Cleveland won a game? Yes, Cleveland won a game. Look at that. Cleveland won a game. You know what he's pointing at? He's pointing at us. He's pointing at Raider fans. We're coming for you, Oakland. Okay? That's what he's saying. We's coming for you. Okay? He ain't saying we. He's saying we's. We's coming for you. All right? See that? That's what he's saying. All right? And below this caption, it says, Baker ends Browns drought. And he did. Okay? He did. Baker ends... Now it's anybody's season. When that happens, it's anybody's season. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the unpredictable NFL season. Did you happen to see the Cleveland Browns version of the Philly special? I call it the Cleveland special. Wasn't it a thing of beauty? It's like, whoa, it worked. They pulled out the stops. Man, something else. Just amazeballs. Let's see what the stats. Did I just say amazeballs? Somebody stop me. I didn't say that, did I? Amazeballs. They had a 19. Look, you don't understand how. You don't know. You don't get how significant this was. The Browns had a 19-game winless streak. 19 games. I mean, look, they haven't won a game since FDR. Just kidding. They hadn't won a game since Obama was president-elect. No, Trump was president-elect. True. They won a game. It was Cleveland. In Cleveland. Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, 2016. Put on the brakes. And weren't they like 1-15 then or something? I mean, horrible. Horrible stuff, man. Just unbelievable, gut-wrenching, bad records. And, oh, my Lord. And everybody, hey, welcome to Zenny 62, everybody. There's now 30 of you here. Man, that propped up real quick. All right. By the way, I did watch and I did video part of the Las Vegas Stadium Authority meeting, and Bill Hornbuckle of MGM, who's the president of MGM International, tore. I mean, ripped. Just to shreds. It was like, how bad was it? It was about this bad, okay? This is what Bill Hornbuckle did to Don Webb and the Raiders. That's what he did, okay? Oh, and then for good measure, he turned around, and then for the good measure, and then he turned around and did this. Yeah, it was that bad. Oh, and then for good measure, he turned around and he did this. Yeah. And if you were saying that's more pieces than Cleveland, you would be right. Itty bitty little pieces. He cut him up into itty bitty pieces, and then he ate him. I'm not gonna eat this, okay? Now, I thought about it, but the whole point is, he ate them for lunch. or just around lunchtime, after, okay? Why do I say that? Because Hornbuckle said, this is on Zenny 62, he said, hey, look, you know, we're on the outside looking in. He's talking to Don Webb, the head of construction for the Raiders on this project. Bodain's in the audience just off to the side. He says, you know, we're on the outside looking in. As you know, we charge for parking. So we have a feeling that we are going to be choked out. And what he means by that is there's going to be so much traffic that they're not going to be able, people aren't going to be able to get around to their facilities. And then maybe those folks will wind up parking at the Raiders facilities rather than their own. But he used the term choked out, okay? And he seemed to speak for more than one person who is a member of the Las Vegas Strip casino businesses. Because he used the term, he used the royal we. We are pissed off. And no, he didn't say we's, unlike Cleveland. He said we are pissed off, all right? We're upset. We're not liking what we see. Words to that effect. Now, what does that spell? I'll tell you what it spells. It spells climate for lawsuit is what it spells. Don Webb, you know, cool as he is, said, you know, well, I don't believe in talk. I believe in work as I talk, and we will work this out. And Hornbuckle agreed. But it was it was a rather, frankly speaking, it was an unusually candid display of candor that you don't see in that organization because, first of all, they hadn't met since July. So it's July, August, September. They presented old information regarding the stadium and costs going back to July 19th. They gave no budget update. You hear me? No Las Vegas Stadium Authority budget update. All right? They transferred $1.7 million to the Debt Service Reserve Fund. I contend it was to cover a cost overrun. They used a lot of gobbledygook. No one asked any questions. The public didn't ask any questions. It was bad around, man. Bad. But they're, you know, ramming something through. Fine. And then the kicker for me, the other kicker, was that Don Webb basically said that they're behind schedule getting their rebar placements in, and they're behind schedule on a couple of other procedures. But in spite of that, they're going to be ahead of schedule in finishing the stadium. What? Dude, I mean, you can't have it both ways. You're either behind schedule or you're ahead. So, hey, you know, not a good situation. Let me get to your comments. And Ms. Zeitgeist says, for a long time I feel bad for Cleveland Browns. It's like Art Modell cursed them. Jamal Mills, well said. Jamal Mills says, me too, Ms. Zeitgeist. I used to say they turn around the year for the last 5 years. Yep. All right, so here is, yes, Browns won, Jamal Mills. John Davis says, Raiders will make them put back on their brown pants. Ha, ha, ha. And Christian Akala says, 335 days last time Browns won. Laugh out loud. John Akala, how you doing? John says, Baker Mayfield could have easily completed all of his passes if not for some drops. Yeah, like from, you see the one that hit Jarvis Landry right between the 8 and the O? Ooh, that was embarrassing. And Jamal Mills says, me too, Ms. Zeitgeist. You used to say the turning point around this year for the last 5 years. I get it. Okay, here's the question for the flock. Will the Browns beat the Raiders at the Coliseum? Yes or no? Will the Browns beat the Raiders at the Coliseum in 10 days? Yes or no? 10 days. Is that Thursday Night Football? Let me see when that is. Well, let me see. That can't be 10 days Thursday night next week. That must be Sunday. Let's see when it must be a Sunday game. It's a Sunday game, all right. All right, Raiders, we'll find out. Maybe it's Sunday night. Maybe it'll be a flex game. Raiders schedule. Raiders schedule. Oakland Raiders, Browns. It's Sunday at 4:05 p.m. Eastern. Browns at Raiders. Yeah, so there we go. The next game after that, Seahawks visit the Raiders. So the Raiders go to Chargers. Then the Seahawks come to visit us. Then the Colts come to visit us. And then we go over to the Niners. That should be interesting. So there, that's how things lay out. Citizen says, see at London. Right. Ms. Guy says, I say 60% chance the Raiders win. Anybody else? Ms. Guy says, I lay you your 60. What say you? I say Oakland 30, Cleveland 27 in a close one. Oakland 30, Cleveland 27 in a close one. And I'm being, well, actually, you know what? No. You know what? I'm gonna pick the Browns. They're a younger, faster team. And I'm with a quick defense off the ball. I think that the Browns, yeah, because here's the wild card. Baker Mayfield came into the game tonight with no practice. He'll go into the Raiders game with practice, with a more advanced game plan, okay? And he is going to be dealing all over the field, dealing. You know what I mean? Dealing, okay? So this is a very easy trap game. I don't like it. Ash Camacho says, if we win in Miami, we beat Cleveland. He says, if we lose at Miami, we lose to Cleveland. Joseph says, Browns have what the Raiders gave up, a pass rush and overall good defense. Browns, I'm sorry to say, Raiders. Raider Gann says, Las Vegas Raiders 0-4 to start the season. It's starting to look like that, doesn't it? And gosh, we never thought we would be in that position, did we? I didn't. Yeah, I certainly didn't. So what went wrong? Well, okay, we let go of Khalil Mack. We got rid of a lot of players. And so as a result, we don't have a lot of continuity. That's what went wrong. That is what went wrong. Rotten in paradise. No. And not only that, there's no sign right now that the Raiders are going to be demonstrably better this Sunday against the Broncos. Now, hey, look, Derek Carr, do you realize that Derek Carr completed 90.5% of his passes? How about a hearty to Derek Carr? Scintillating performance. Start off 5 for 5 and, you know, for all practical purposes, never really cooled off. Not bad. Not bad at all. No, Just checking something here. Let's see here. All right. We got... It's going to be another short night, folks, mainly because I got to wake up early again. And next time I'll start early. This has been a weird... Again, I apologize. It's been a weird week. And just irregular sleep. Not a lot happening with... whatever. It's if the week were a fish, I'd probably throw it back. Let me put it that way. But you know, it's overall, it was better than I expected it to be. All things considered. Okay, all things considered. Yeah. So I'm mumbling because what I'm doing is I'm switching browsers. I now have 13,967 videos and over 41,000 subscribers. I'd love to have double. So let me go back to the live stream and get your thoughts. Your ideas. Let's see here. We've got speaker. Now, I've got Black Lion says, yes, Chucky can say that he didn't get rid of Mac. Davis did. Raider Gannon says, what if Gruden's real intent on coming back was to steal money and drive the franchise to the dirt? Why would he do that? What would be gained from that? I mean, is he short selling himself? Hey, Tom Caller, how you doing? Kurt Flirt says the Raiders need more play-making receivers. Crabtree, despite his nonsense, really helped them. Yeah, he did help them, without question. That was, I think, more of an emotional call than he should have made. But he did. I mean, but you're absolutely right. Okay, Kurt Flirt. And I say emotional call. I'm talking about that fight that he had with Aqib Talib. That was stupid. But he came out okay. Whereas Raider Gans very smartly point out, it all started with how they handle Michael Crabtree and King, and you're absolutely right. And don't forget how they handled just choosing to get Gary and Conley when they should have drafted Cam Robinson, as everyone thought that they were going to do at number 24 in the 2017 NFL draft in Philadelphia. I was there. It was awful. Okay? Awful. It hurts me. It hurts my gut, man. It just hurts. Joseph Benson says, I disagree, Black Lion. Gruden taking $100 million just to leave ESPN meant the Raiders wouldn't have the money to re-sign Mac. He contributed to him leaving. I concur. And what's worse, why didn't John turn around and rearrange his own contract? Say, you know what? I so believe in this team, I will take $20 million of my own dollars and I will give it to our finance, budget. I don't know how that would have felt. Imagine it would have hurt him. But it's, look, it's not like he had it's not like he had 10 million before. I think he could afford to lose 20 million to 10 million, don't you? For the good of his own organization, but he didn't do it. That's telling. Black Lion says Joseph Bensman paying all the money and move to Las Vegas is the reason we don't have money for Mac. That's partly the reason. But yeah, I think you've hit on it. You really have. All right, folks. I am going to shove off to sleep because I've got to. I gotta go pick up the car tomorrow. It's being worked on. It's supposed to be ready today, but the tires didn't come through, so I gotta go get it in the morning. So I gotta wake up to take care of that. Okay, so. I am Riley toying with the idea of having a Saturday night live stream. And yeah, I'd like to get more viewers. I don't know. I think maybe this is a bad night. Sometimes it's good and it comes up later. But if you all have any suggestions what to do to get more viewers, chime in. Maybe I should talk about something entirely different. Maybe I should have a fit model on. I don't know. Something. Just something out of the box, something different. Because there are a lot of options out there. There's a lot of places you can go. I mean go. I don't mean GEAUX. I mean go. Okay. Kurt Furt says, all about getting your videos viral, I guess. Well, it's not so much that, Kurt. I want more people, But with respect to right here and right now, no, I just need to get some rest because I'm just exhausted is what it is. It just it's been going that way. So anyway, I will I'll be back on Saturday. I will be back on Saturday. Usually I do Sunday, but I'll be back on Saturday. Okay. So I will see everybody then, and I thank everybody for tuning in to Zenny62. All right, and yeah, any ideas you have, let me know. All right, see ya.